G'day, my name's Alex. I'm a filmmaker from Brisbane, Queensland. And on Late Night 99, we've been making films for the past 3 years on YouTube for free, and we need your help. Currently, all of our films are being produced on a budget of $0. And what we've been able to do with such a low budget has been astronomical. And it's a credit to the amazing actors and the filmmaker friends that I've made over the years who have poured their hearts and souls into projects that we've put out there on YouTube for free. You saw in the little teaser at the beginning, we already have heaps of films in the can that we're going to be releasing throughout this year and next year. If you liked the look of any of those, good, because they're all coming out this year on YouTube. You're going to get to watch them. Some of them might come out next year depending on how many extra projects we do. Last year I set up a Patreon and I was blown away by the amount of support that we received. With the generosity of our Patreon members, we've been able to step up the production quality of our films and make some really amazing things. It's caused me to think about what could be possible with more support to make better films. If you're a fan of independent film and you want to support new voices to get out there and make things, it's not just me, there are loads of other filmmakers that we network with and that we collaborate with to make our movies. And I've just been thinking what could be possible if our Patreon grew and if our support network grew and we were able to do bigger and better things. Currently, not only are our films getting made for a really low budget, even with the Patreon support that we have, it's also made with limited time, where we take time off of our day jobs, where we jump off professional sets, and we dedicate time to making films for YouTube. I've just been thinking, if more people would support us on Patreon, there would be no end to the amount of stories that we could tell and the amount of things that we could do with that support. Now, it might seem like a bit of a lofty goal, but if we were able to get more subscribers on our Patreon, we would be able to unlock way more potential to fund new, creative, independent films on YouTube. I want to emphasize it's not just me, it's not just Alex Clegg. There are other filmmakers that come and collaborate with us and work with us. And the stories that we tell, the voices that you're hearing from our films are unique. They're voices that you're not going to hear in a cinema. They're voices that you're not going to hear from big budget productions. The people that are writing our films, the people that are shooting them, editing them, directing them, on set with us, they're everyday people who are passionate about art and are passionate about filmmaking as an art form. And if we were able to get more subscribers on our Patreon, if we were able to step it up a notch and get more support behind us, we'd be able to do way more things on YouTube for you to enjoy as a viewer. On our Patreon, there's some really small tiers where you might subscribe for $2 a month, which is way less than you'd pay for a streaming service, way less than what you'd pay for any other sort of subscription. And the value that you could get back from subscribing to our Patreon is really fun. We sent off some props to one of the Patreon members in the States, and by subscribing to our Patreon, you'll get exclusive behind the scenes look at what actually goes on for us and what we're actually doing and what we're working on behind the scenes for some of these massive projects. The first biggest one is Marana, an anthology feature film that I've talked about a lot on the channel, and I'm so excited to see where that's going and to see the engagement that it's getting on YouTube and how people are enjoying it so far. On top of this, we're making another anthology film this year, so if you liked Marana, you'll probably like the upcoming film that'll be released at some point this year. Already filmmakers from around the world are working on a second anthology film for us, which I'm so excited to show you all. We shot a feature film in March called Professor Devours, which is coming along splendidly, and this is going to be the best film that we've made on Late Night 99 to date. We have an assembly cut of it already locked in, and we're working on the sound now, and that'll come out after Marana finishes. On top of that, we've just wrapped on a huge production on the Gold Coast in Queensland for a Star Wars fan film. For the last 2 years, we've been releasing fan films. We've got Weapon X, a Wolverine fan film, and Don't Scream, a Scream fan film. Now we're stepping into the Star Wars universe, and I have to say, this is our most anticipated film for 2025, and a really serious entry into the wider Star Wars canon, the wider Star Wars universe. I'm really excited to have been a part of this, and for Late Night 99 to have had the opportunity to support this production and to release it on our channel when it's finished. We've been doing film reviews, spotlights for independent films and sharing them on our channel So if you are supporting Late Night 99, if you're coming in and supporting us to support independent film, just know as well that you're not just supporting our channel, you're supporting other films, other filmmakers that are out there, and raising awareness for their films and their projects as well. I want to wrap this up just by saying thank you to everyone who tunes in and watches our films, who watches everything we post. I know there's some of you that tune in for everything, and I wanted to say thank you to you specifically for the endless support that you've provided the channel. We wouldn't be here without you. We wouldn't be here if no one was watching, and I just wanted to say thank you. So if you would like to support us to do more things, to do better things, if you watch films on YouTube, if you listen to filmmakers on YouTube talk about films, if you're interested in supporting independent film, if you like independent voices telling stories, then please consider supporting us on our Patreon. There's different tiers, there's loads of benefits, you get monthly updates, we do raffles throughout the year. We're actually going to be doing a bonus raffle for the anniversary of Over the Next Horizon, our first feature film, where some of the props from that film are going to be sent out to a member of our Patreon, picked out at random. No matter what tier you are, everyone goes in the draw for these raffles. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe to Patreon. Please support us, and we're going to keep putting in the countless hours, the hundreds of hours each month into producing content for you for free. So I understand not everyone's in the position where they can subscribe, and please know that by tuning in and just watching us and supporting us and thinking about us and enjoying our movies, that's all the support that we need. If we don't even have a Patreon, we're still going to be doing this. Just know that no matter what happens, we're going to keep making films, we're going to keep releasing them. I'm going to do it until I can't do it anymore. But have a think about subscribing and supporting us, because it's a really meaningful way to get an actual tangible return on your investment, because you're going to be watching better films. If you're watching us already, you might as well be watching something better than what we're doing already. And you're going to be going into the draw to win prizes, you're going to be seeing what happens, you're going to be possibly learning some things from our behind the scenes content. So thank you, have a think about it, and I'm so excited. You guys are the best. Thanks for watching. See you next time.